What's up, guys? I think it's time to check in with GraybeardGamer, aka Airborne80. That's my username. You guys that are new followers or subscribers or whatever it's called probably haven't seen me except maybe in a couple videos where I'm complaining about Activision. But I just wanted to touch base with you and introduce myself to those of you who don't know who I am, but follow me, and I thank you guys for following me. Next month I will be 63 years old, and a little over 2 years ago, I had no clue how to even make any of these little digital guys move on a video game. I've got 7 kids. I've got 2 identical twins. You see some of them, you'll hear them on the videos, the guys, Anthony and Brent. Got a daughter, then I have a stepdaughter, and then I adopted 2 sons as well. And I have a granddaughter. But, they were the ones that were like, Dad, they kept saying, Dad, you got to play Call of Duty, man. You'd love it. And like most guys my age, not all, but most guys my age, the learning curve is just too much. You know, the video games I played were like Frogger, and I had the first game was Pong, where you bat a little electronic dot back and forth. And we thought that was as high tech as it would ever get in our lives. But that was then, and this is now. So I spent about a year literally playing Call of Duty, running into walls. I think I started off on Call of Duty Mobile. That's what I did. And then my kids got me a PS4, and then my daughter got me a PS5 later on, less than a year ago. And so, my hashtag is always in my hashtags is the world's last place record holder for COD. And that's not always true anymore, man, because I've really progressed to the point where, look, when I first started playing, it drove me nuts. And some of you guys that have been with me for a long time remember, the big thing was I couldn't understand how people run around killing so fast. Now, I'm a former Army paratrooper, retired Los Angeles police officer from the 80s and 90s, and so I think tactics. And in combat, I'd be sneaking around using cover and using concealment. I wouldn't be running around like a maniac. And it took me a long time to understand that that's how the game is played, that it's not like real combat. It's very hard to get it out of my head. But I think those that have been with me have seen I've learned how to drive vehicles now. I still run into trees and shit, but it's fun. Look, anybody can watch guys that are super good and win games all the time, but here you get a chance to watch a fumbling old baby boomer struggle with the most basic shit. So that a lot of times when you see the clips where I'm super excited about something, it's because it's super exciting for me. One of my last couple clips, I finally threw a C4 thing and blasted a car. Man, I don't care if I'm last place. What's fun for me is having fun. And, I can play a whole game and get one good kill. And that to me is so satisfying. And every now and again, I actually come in first place. Now, I was playing multiplayer exclusively. I don't like zombies. But multiplayer, and I started winning some games, more than you would imagine. And then, I started segueing into Warzone, which I didn't really like too much because I hate the gulag on Battle Royale. But then they came out with Battle Royale Casual, which is perfect because I can win those gulag fights. They're usually with bots. And they mix in bots with real players so it taught me really to play, which now led me to actually try Resurgence, which is, I never thought I'd be happy there, but it's still a little stressful for me. But my favorite of all is Clash. And, I remember a long time ago they had Clash, and it kind of came, and I loved it. My kids and I played it, and then it went away, and I didn't see it again. So now it's back. And to sum it up, I'm like the Rocket Man. I don't know what it is, but there's nothing more exciting to me than firing an RPG-7 at a vehicle and getting the kill on the vehicle and the person that's in the vehicle. And if they got 2 or 3 people in there, man, that's as good as it gets. So, look, I'm fully retired. I got a lot of shit going on in my life. Got 2 big giant dogs that take almost all my attention. I got a wife. I got things happening around me. But I am playing Call of Duty. I regulate it to typically, I get on from 8 to 10 p.m. East Coast time. And sometimes I do something, my little squad and I, we do something called Cod and Coffee, where we get on early in the morning, like 7:30. Because I get up at 4 in the morning. But that's hit or miss. You never really know because I get wrapped up doing other shit. And I edit my videos in the morning from the games I played the night before. So anyways, I just wanted to give you a little bit about me. Tell you that I'm very happy that you're here. I don't get anything out of it. I'm not looking for ego strikes or anything, or I'm not monetizing anything. It's just fun if I can make somebody giggle and smile at the old guy, who throws a grenade and it bounces off the roof and kills him. then that's awesome. And sometimes you'll actually see a victory. I mean, it feels good, man. But I've gotten some good, like the last player alive on Battle Royale out of my squad, and then get the winning kill. I think that's happened 4 or 5 times. Man, it doesn't get any better than that. But thank you guys for hanging out with the old guy, and as always, stay safe.